From a trucker in Australia who narrowly split the gap between two other drivers, and a blown tire in southern Russia that sent this big rig skidding across the road, to the shocking moment a man was caught in the middle of a record-breaking storm and a cement truck in Canada that nearly clipped this guy in the middle of the road. Here are 10 of the craziest dashcam close calls caught on camera. Irkutsk, Russia is a major city north of Mongolia. It's the 25th largest city in the country and home to over 600,000 people. It's also home to a husband and wife who lived through every driver's worst nightmare. It was July 16th of 2015. Our Russian couple was driving along a quiet two-lane road when something crazy happened up ahead. An 18-wheeler in the oncoming lane lost one of its tires. What happened next looked more like a scene from an action movie.
Ой, что там сделал? Славка, тормози, я умоляю тебя. Взад, взад, давай, Слав, взад! Взад! Ой.
By some miracle, nobody was injured during the crash. The truck driver walked away with a few bumps and bruises. While it sounds like our Russian couple had a heart attack, they were ultimately okay. Blowouts happen when there's a rapid loss of pressure in your tire. The tire randomly bursts, which is extremely dangerous when traveling at high speeds. Thankfully, blowouts are rare. According to the NTSB, there are 33,000 tire-related crashes each year. Only 2,000 of them are because of blowouts. It's unclear what led to this blowout and why losing one tire sent this truck hurtling out of control. We did learn that Mamma Mia is a phrase people use in southern Russia.
Mamma Mia.
Who knew? Most crane accidents involve gravity and heights. This one was all about speed. A mobile crane was late to a job in Singapore on March 14th of 2015. Dashcams were rolling as traffic piled up. Little did they know, this crazy crane driver was about to barrel through. It looks like the blue car got the worst of it. Our drivers and the black car ahead were only clipped on the driver's side.
Huh? You okay? Okay. Just hit my head. Oh, yeah, that's me.
It looks like the man in the black car was okay. Our driver and passenger checked with each other. One of them hit their head, but they felt all right. From what we can gather, this crash happened as cars were exiting the Kranji Expressway in Singapore. There were 10 vehicles involved, with some drivers getting it worse than others. One car even had 3 children in the back. Thankfully, everyone walked away without any significant injuries. Minnesota Nice refers to a Minnesotan's tendency to be kind and friendly, yet emotionally reserved. They enjoy self-deprecating humor and would rather stay out of the spotlight. They always obey the rules, except when it comes to train signals, apparently. State Patrol Sergeant Jeff Shea had just pulled over a semi-truck for inspection. The truck passed, and Sergeant Shea got back in his cruiser. That's when he saw the train lights ahead and the truck pulling away. Shea assumed the truck would stop. Perhaps he was being a little too nice that day.
Speed 584, Virginia.
By the time it stopped, the train had already dragged the truck about a quarter mile. Sergeant Shea calls the accident in as he drives to check on the other driver. He keeps things slow, as the snowy conditions could send him skidding off the road. Once he parks, he sprints to the passenger's side to check on the driver.
584, you want Morgan first responder?
You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
The driver claims he was watching the other car go in front of him. He wasn't paying attention and never saw the flashing lights. He didn't hear the blaring horn either. Thankfully, he was okay, just a little frustrated by his own stupidity. Next, Sergeant Shea checks on the train driver, who was also unharmed. In fact, he was more concerned about the truck driver. The semi-driver's Minnesota niceness was on full display when Sergeant Shea noticed a cut above his eye. The driver said he was fine and didn't want the medical team to waste their time. He was ultimately cited for failing to stop at a railroad crossing. We assume the fine and shame was enough to teach him a valuable lesson. Always look both ways before crossing the tracks. Moscow, Russia is the largest city in the world's biggest country. It's home to about 13 million people who all lived through a record-breaking storm in the spring of 2017. Everybody was going about their daily lives when this storm hit out of nowhere. Wind whipped through the city at over 70 miles per hour. It toppled trees, telephone poles, and anything else in its path. One driver had their dashcam rolling as they tried to escape the madness.
Ё-моё!
According to reports, this was the worst storm to hit the Russian capital since 1998. It was also the costliest. The storm ripped up 3,500 trees. It damaged over 1,500 vehicles and roughly 240 buildings. According to the locals, there was no prior warning. The storm hit during rush hour, which caused many people to suffer injuries while stuck in their cars. Russian officials claim a warning went out through the state media. People knew about the storm but chose to drive anyway. But take that with a grain of salt. Russian officials aren't the easiest people to trust. Carlisle River is a rural village in Victoria, Australia. It's only home to a few hundred people. Most passing through are probably on their way between Colac and Princetown. On August 17th of 2022, 3 of those people became forever entwined after one of the craziest close calls you'll ever see. A trucker was driving down Carlisle Road, a narrow 2-lane highway that snakes through the forest. He hit the brakes when he came upon a woman who had just run over a downed tree. She never saw it as she came around the bend. Unfortunately, she wasn't the only driver this tree would surprise that day.
Eh? Jesus. You on Channel Dive? Did I dive?
Our driver, Mark, is a father of 2. His life flashed before his eyes when the other truck nearly took him out. Miraculously, the driver threaded the needle between Mark's truck and the woman on the road. Nobody got hurt, though all 3 needed a few minutes to catch their breath. Mark's dashcam shows the other trucker wasn't at fault. Nobody could have seen that tree. From what we can gather, he wasn't speeding either. The crunching sound you hear is the woman's car getting hit. She jumped out of the way and avoided injury. Her car was totaled, but she was just happy to be alive. Crash for cash scams are a growing problem in the UK. It's when someone manufactures a car accident to try and siphon insurance money from the other driver. It usually involves pulling in front of someone and stopping suddenly. In most rear-end accidents, the tailing driver takes the blame. In these cases, dashcam evidence can be their best friend. On December 29th of 2019, a truck driver was heading down the UK's A1M highway. Everything seemed fine as an Audi A3 pulled ahead of him in the left lane. Then, for no reason, the Audi hit their brakes, stopping in the middle of the road. Watch how close our driver came to falling victim to this dangerous scam.
Give me
Well, you wouldn't go anywhere now anyway.
Well, I would, because I know the dates. Well, what you fucking doing, you fucking Doyle? You fucking knobhead. What a fucking prick. There's a fucking Audi A3, he's just got in front of me, he was doing about 80 miles an hour past me. Then just got in front of me and slammed his brakes and I just had to jump onto the hard shoulder. What a prick.
According to our angry English trucker, the Audi kept driving perfectly fine once he passed. That's why he thinks it was a crash for cash attempt and not a mechanical failure. Research shows there's been a 200% increase in videos like these being sent to insurance companies. UK drivers are flocking to install dashcams on their cars to keep themselves from falling victim. A crash for cash scam gets more expensive if the other driver ends up in the hospital. It's hard to prove it was their fault without solid dashcam evidence. As our driver so colorfully states,
Oh, I'm so glad I've got a fucking dashcam there.
according to the World Health Organization, smoking claims 8 million lives each year. But on January 1st of 2016, a cigarette likely saved this man's life on a highway in central China. A severe fog had descended upon a freeway near Nanyang, a city of roughly 9 million people. You could barely see your hand in front of your face, let alone the cars stopped on the road. This man decided that standstill traffic was the perfect time for a cigarette. It's a good thing he's the kind of guy that doesn't like to smoke in his car. Our driver moved away from the scene, but his ordeal wasn't over yet. There was another truck following close behind the first. Luckily, our driver escaped without injury. His car, on the other hand, was totaled. It's unclear how many cars crashed that day. If we had to guess, these truck drivers weren't the only ones involved in a bad fender bender. One thing is certain, this guy needed a cigarette after that. Yorba Linda, California is a small city in Orange County. It sits about 37 miles outside of LA and is home to about 68,000 people. On April 22nd of 2012, thousands of Yorba Linda locals lost power when a freak explosion happened underground. An officer was parked off the road when he saw a small explosion near the intersection of Fairmont and Yorba Linda Boulevard. Smoke continued rising as he and another officer arrived on the scene. Oddly, it seemed like the explosion happened below the sidewalk. A manhole cover had come loose. Both officers walked back and forth. Neither knew what was going on. The fire department arrived a few moments later. Let's just say they were thankful for all that protective gear. Thankfully, both firefighters survived the ordeal. One man walked it off, while the other was tossed 10 feet into the brush. Everyone went to check on him, but the ground had another surprise in store. They pulled the other firefighter to safety before the ground exploded again. Medical arrived and both men were taken to the hospital and treated for minor burns. It turns out the explosions were coming from a malfunctioning underground electrical vault. Once the power company was made aware, they stopped the electrical flow so crews could get down and repair everything. The power came back later that night. As for our two firefighters, well, they'll never look at manhole covers the same way again. Never underestimate the power of the ocean. It can sneak up and drag you away when you least expect it. This father-son duo in the UK learned that lesson the hard way when their car was narrowly swept out to sea. Guy was driving his son Luke to a rugby match in Cumbria, a county in northwestern England. The GPS took them along a coast road overlooking the Irish Sea. A storm had brewed over the water, sending monster waves crashing into the seawall. Now, there's a reason the silver car was backing away when Guy and Luke arrived.
Oh my God. No, I don't like this at all, Carleen. Go to the right side. Go back. We're getting stuck.
The waves were relentless. They were striking faster than Guy's windshield wipers could handle. Plus, they'd flooded the road up ahead. One big wave could have easily dragged their car into the sea. Thankfully, this dad was able to back up to safety. When asked about the experience, Guy said he regretted it immediately. He should have never even tried. Those waves are notorious for throwing rocks and driftwood during stormy conditions. Something could have easily broken through their window. Next time, he'll put safety ahead of a rugby match. The Portman Bridge is a 6,600-foot cable-stayed bridge in British Columbia, Canada. It has 10 lanes of traffic, 5 in each direction, and a speed limit of 55 miles per hour. The Portman opened in 2012 to replace an old steel arch bridge over the Fraser River. It connects the cities of Coquitlam to Surrey and services about 150,000 vehicles per day. It was November 29th of 2023. A driver was having car problems and pulled into the far right lane. He put his flashers on, but a thick fog prevented anybody from seeing him. It was a terrible position for anyone to be in, and it was about to get even worse. This footage comes from a Tesla's dashcam in the far left lane. Keep your eye on the cement truck up ahead. They're driving steadily through the fog. Not too fast, not too reckless. How are they supposed to know there's someone stopped in the middle of the road? The broken-down pickup comes out of nowhere. The cement truck swerves, but the driver runs into the middle of the bridge. He barely sidesteps as the cement truck screams by. His pickup takes a beating, and our Tesla is forced to pull over. Meanwhile, the truck driver stands there with his arms out as if to say, "What the heck, man?" It's unclear who was ultimately blamed. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.